Hey everyone, this is the pump that changed how I run my pool without breaking the bank. The Hayward MaxFlo versus variable speed pool pump is absolutely worth the upgrade. But let me explain why. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the energy savings are real. I went from running my old single-speed pump for 8 hours a day to just 2 hours with this variable speed model, and my electric bill dropped noticeably. Hayward says it can cut energy use by up to 80%, and after a few months of use, I believe it. The pump pays for itself faster than I expected, especially if you're in an area with high electricity rates. The motor is a game changer too. It's a permanent magnet, totally enclosed fan-cooled design, which means it runs cooler and more efficiently than the old induction motors. It's also built to last, with fewer moving parts that can wear out over time. That's a big deal when you're trying to avoid costly repairs down the road. Installation was surprisingly straightforward. It's designed as a drop-in upgrade, so I didn't need to modify my plumbing or reconfigure my entire setup. I just swapped out the old pump for the new one, plugged it in, and it was ready to go. The control panel is intuitive, and I had it running in standalone mode within minutes. If you want to connect it to a pool automation system later, it's compatible too, which is a nice bonus for future upgrades. Noise was another big concern for me. My pool equipment is right next to my patio, so quiet operation was a must. The MaxFlo VS is noticeably quieter than my old pump, like, significantly quieter. I can barely hear it running, even when it's on the higher speeds. That's a huge improvement if you're tired of the constant hum of a loud pump disrupting your backyard peace. The hydraulic design is another standout. Hayward optimized the flow to reduce turbulence and strain on the motor, which not only quiets things down but also helps the pump last longer. I've noticed better water circulation in my pool since switching, and the filter seems to catch debris more effectively. It's a small thing, but it makes a difference in keeping the water clean without extra effort. One thing to keep in mind is the price up front. It's more expensive than a basic single-speed pump, but the long-term savings on energy and potential repairs make it worth it. Also, if you're not comfortable with electrical work, you might need an electrician to handle the wiring, especially since it's a 230V model. That could add to the initial cost, but it's a one-time expense. Another minor quirk is the control panel. It's great once you get used to it, but the interface isn't as sleek as some smart home devices. It's functional though, and you'll figure it out quickly. So, to wrap up, the Hayward MaxFlo VS is a solid investment if you want to save money on energy, reduce noise, and upgrade your pool setup without a ton of hassle. The pros definitely outweigh the cons for most pool owners. Link is below if you want to see the current price and details. For most buyers, the real question is not whether Hayward W3SP2303VSP MaxFlo versus variable speed pool pump, black sounds impressive on paper, but whether strengths like the Hayward MaxFlo versus variable speed 1.65 horsepower, 230V pool pump is and can save up to 80% on energy costs, paying for itself faster actually make daily use feel easier, more dependable, and more worthwhile after the first few days of excitement wear off. What stands out about Hayward W3SP2303VSP MaxFlo versus variable speed pool pump, black is how it seems positioned for buyers who want something practical, easy to understand, and worthwhile beyond the first impression. It is also smart to think about long-term satisfaction. A product like Hayward W3SP2303VSP MaxFlo versus variable speed pool pump, black usually feels like the better buy when it stays convenient, comfortable, and reliable in normal everyday use instead of only looking good in the listing.